As president of the Board of Supervisors, it's my duty to make this announcement. Both Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed.
Jesus Christ!
The suspect is Supervisor Dan White.
On November 27, 1978, San Francisco's Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk were assassinated in City Hall. Harvey Milk had served only 11 months on San Francisco's Board of Supervisors, but he had already come to represent something far greater than his office. At the age of 47, on his fourth try for public office, Harvey Milk was elected to San Francisco's Board of Supervisors.
When Harvey got back to the campaign headquarters that night, people went crazy. He rode up on not his motorcycle, my motorcycle. They all got off the bikes then, and Harvey was just encircled with people. I mean, the feeling there was just one of such total joy. And it was more than just, a candidate winning. It was the fact that all of these lesbians and gay men throughout San Francisco who had felt like they'd had no voice before now had someone who represented them.
As supervisor, Harvey Milk had the political skills to advance the issues that neighborhood people cared about. Rent control, limiting high-rise development, public transportation, and the rights of senior citizens.
The biggest crime in this city is the fact that there's some government elected officials who don't care about senior citizens. And I got news for them. They're going to grow old and be a senior citizen themselves, so drop dead.
The issue closest to Harvey Milk's heart was a gay rights bill for San Francisco.
What the gay rights ordinance in San Francisco, the main focus is to prevent the people who are already employed, who are gay, who, if they want to come out and break down the stereotypes, prevents them from being fired. For example, you'll see in this Gay Day parade a group of at least 30 gay doctors. That is the tip of the iceberg. In the Bay Area, there are hundreds and hundreds of gay doctors, most of whom are closeted because of fear of loss of jobs. In San Francisco, they can, quote, come out and not have to worry about their jobs. And that's the main focus of our ordinance.
That the Gay Day Parade is no more will we be harassed. No more will we be staying in our closet. The people from all over the state and all over the country, for them to see 100, 200, 300, 400,000 gay people and friends marching through the downtown area. This is our city too. They will go back to Des Moines, Iowa, to Richmond, Minnesota, to Santa Cruz. They will go back and say, my God, 300,000 gay people and their friends marching. I almost think I saw my son there. In 1977 and 78, gay rights measures were being repealed across the United States. In California, lawmaker John Briggs took a further step.
Every homosexual, every lesbian...
Briggs mounted a campaign for Proposition 6, a statewide measure to deny homosexuals their jobs in public schools. On November 7th, 1978, Proposition 6 was defeated by a resounding 59 to 41%. 4 days after the Briggs initiative lost, Dan White engineered his own defeat. Surprising everyone, he resigned from the Board of Supervisors. In the last year, Dan White had left a secure job as a fireman, been elected a city supervisor for little pay, launched a risky new business, and become a father for the first time. Dan White had entered City Hall an idealist. Unlike his flourishing counterpart Harvey Milk, he was often frustrated by the job. White had never learned to operate in City Hall's atmosphere of back-scratching and compromise. White's resignation left Mayor Moscone with the task of finding a replacement.
Well, now it starts all over again because this morning, former Supervisor Dan White says he wants to be called Supervisor one more time.
At approximately 10:45 a.m., realizing he was not going to be reappointed, Dan White went directly to the mayor's office, unannounced. There was a brief argument. Dan White pulled out a gun and shot George Moscone. The mayor fell, and White fired 2 more bullets into his head. White then reloaded his gun. He walked to the other side of City Hall and into Harvey Milk's office. 5 shots rang out. According to the coroner's report, Harvey Milk was rising, both hands out in front of him when the first shot hit. He fell. White fired 3 more times. He leaned over and from above put the gun nearly against Harvey Milk's head and fired a last time.
Thousands and thousands of people, and that feeling of such loss, having lost someone who was so important and something, Harvey stood for something more than just him.